Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the Proof Room. If you haven't been here before, this is a channel all about craft distilling. If you're like me, you just shut off the latest episode of Moonshiners and you think, I can do that. Well, can you? I know the TV show Moonshiners is just that, a TV show. Made for entertainment, but what it has successfully done is drawn a huge interest to the craft distilling world. If you're interested in jumping into this hobby, just remember it's not as easy as they make it look on TV. Rest assured, it is possible to get into the hobby of home distilling, but there are a few things you should consider first. The first thing you should consider is legality. Is this legal in the area in which you live or plan to set up your still? None of us want the boys in blue kicking in the door over a little liquor, especially because it's probably cheaper to buy the liquor than it is to make it yourself. Now that we've talked about legality, the next thing to consider is what kind of still you want to build. Traditionally, there are two types of stills, a pot still and a column still. The type of liquor you like to drink is going to depend on what kind of still you want to build. If you're more into brandies and bourbons, you're most likely going to gravitate towards a pot still. If you're more into a higher proof spirit like vodka or gin, you're going to want to gravitate towards a column still. Ultimately, you're going to want to build the type of still that's going to produce the kind of alcohol that you prefer to drink. Ultimately, your budget is going to decide what kind of still and the size of still you're able to build. Typically, a pot still is cheaper to build or buy, but a column still is going to produce those higher proof liquors like vodka and gin. Ultimately, you have to decide for yourself, is it worth the money? The next thing you have to decide is how you're going to heat your still. Are you going to go a more traditional method with flame, or are you going to use electricity? A lot of this is going to be determined by where your still is located. If it's inside your house or your garage, typically you're going to want to use electricity. No one wants to call their insurance company and explain to them how we caught the garage on fire running a still. When you're first starting, there's going to be a whole bunch of tools and terms that you're not going to understand. Just remember it's the same for everyone. You'll learn as you grow. The most important thing about running a still is safety. Always remember to have a fire extinguisher in the same room as your still. I went with electricity to heat my still because it's safer. There's no open flame to ignite any vapors that might leak. Remember guys, have fun, but be safe. I'm sure there's a few things that I forgot to mention that you should consider before jumping into home distilling. Just remember guys, this is a super rewarding hobby, but the first couple things you make might not taste great. But the first time someone tastes something you made and they enjoy it, it makes everything worth it. Why do you want to be a craft distiller? Is this a tradition in your family? Let me know, leave a comment below. I'm really interested to hear what brings everybody to this hobby. If you got something out of this video today, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps us out. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you're interested in learning more about the craft distilling world. If you want some behind the scenes footage and bloopers, go ahead and stroll on over to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theproofroom. I really hope you guys enjoy the content. I really like making these videos for you. We'll see you next week on The Proof Room.